indicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the...
I have queried my... Perhaps it's...
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution, or at least to... I am also able to detect as far as...
Okay, so... Or some...
That is my conclusion.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered it is feasible.
So... maybe they sent...
Possibly. If they intended to... I would expect the community...
Right. Alright. I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. Huh. The door's unlocked now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
Subordinate function, yeah.
Uh-huh. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What?
Hello,
But it's
Verbena?
gone now.
What do you have for me?
Yeah. Well,
I
go do
checked
your
everywhere,
thing.
still no sign of
I'll
the
wait
asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
It's kind of chilly up there.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Aaron.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she'd lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. Ready for anything now? It's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up. All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
This place keeps on. Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible.
Yeah. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well,
The control console.
Gaia,
to access the storage units.
The focus. Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye. So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Much better. I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing shoots down
Shift
the
down!
center.
It's on the move!
Got
Stay
your back,
put.
Aloy.
I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Just what I need.
Aloy, can you hit this thing with acid? Let's get into this.
Use it against the Spectre. No! Oh!
Hit it again.
Oh!
You need help?
I'm not giving up. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing shoots down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre. Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. Shield weapon. Need to sneak around behind it. Heavy weapon. That could help.
Aloy, you need this. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. And they will... Let's take him out! It's done. Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted the...
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't... What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could went up the top. It ended like...
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on those two, but to be honest, but I'll get up to...
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if it's no use crowd.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean, but isn't... Guess this must...
A little?
Varl said she...
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utar as well as our...
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that it's hard to imagine that machines like Storm... I used to be terrified of them as a child, but everything Gaia created...
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan... She looks like she's barely...
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury? So, about you and the Xen... But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the... That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be... So far, Zenith established... Yes, for some sort of natural... Okay, so... And now they're not their What? Not they're the same ones who you didn't know? How can they... I believe it's a combination cellular treatment. And you... I'm not like that. I was made. I spent years studying so that I could access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What did the Zenith... When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated, I thought my purpose was... But I don't think the Zenith... I think they want to wipe Earth. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an updated version. They must have used a... I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. That wasn't part of the archive I was... You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the Aristotle and would assign me learn. Wait, those before Ted the Zeniths have... So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deep. If I requested information out to have all that knowledge. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. Then I saw you. thought that maybe... So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the sky... You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to Cap. What did you do? Whenever I was taken out, only one of the Zeniths would go with the one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Bane's dead? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time, I also sent the... Then I altering the... And the Gaia... I told them I could... Well done. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent. Gerard, the others, they resent his authority over them. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast. Whenever I had to go on mission, I couldn't see anything, but I did overhear. They were discussing repel the local. I'm certain they have other security measures. What's inside launch facility plus infrastructure? Are there more Zen? I'm not sure. For all I know, there could be other survivors. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that I've speculated that it was or maybe the Zeniths never told you. They said the only thing that mattered was first Earth 1,000 years ago. Guess they survived all day. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I can... But why? When they took me on mission, I saw how they didn't seem to care. So, then they can redesign mass extinction. Well, without their Gaia... The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you... They told me when we reached Earth, I pieced together. That's when I started to realize that they must have made me reboot Earth. So you know about the extinctions? It was speculation. Self-destructed after operating. Gaia would have only undertaken action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well... Surprise. Alright, I think that's enough for now. So how long? You know, how long? How did... Well, before... What? Guys... To a single... You didn't even know. You were supposed to be coming here was... They're gonna fight... They're not... What difference does it make? We're never going to beat... Hey! You're here now, right? I have certain knowledge and given you geoengineering. Okay. Well, I'll check...
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual. I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Nothing. You just look good.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take. Are you okay?
Just...
Fair enough.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data and to thank her for something from the old world. Instead, I found out, if you ask me anything,
Maybe Gaia can help you. How's...
I tried explaining, then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from one sea.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should all... I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather...
Still, it's... I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon...
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. Hey, Gaia.
Hello,
How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arms, in an effort, I believe he...
A solution? How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods, in an effort to understand that without the ability, I am however...
Well, keep at. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. Zoe discovered references. She appreciated and encouraged Varl to...
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first foe. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, he has given repeated assurance.
Well, good thing we have a lot of... So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see... She's...
What were you...
I don't know. And...
It is true, However, it is also worth emboldened her to...
I guess so.
Give her time.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yeah, the facility... It appeared...
I guess it wasn't he wanted So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. It was created and it spent the last I'm guessing you'd...
No. An effort by...
Any chance it could...
I have already given its previous... I imagine...
Right. Well... There was an ancient tank. Any idea how it got...
During the Pharaoh, as autumn, it is...
So they fought against the Pharaoh machine until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were I know they traded their ectogenic, but why were they...
At this point, perhaps that necessitating as their goal...
So they got more selfish as the risks was... So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region? Had humans received, they would have then been as that...
Until Minerva decided to... So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes, to observe...
How would...
It may... Should you find and reconnect...
I'll keep a lookout. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world. All... Oh,
Reese with Elizabeth, she said to aid in...
what were they like?
Skelechi,
Gaia?
Listening.
Your friend?
Yes, oh
Shoot. Thanks, Gaia. I guess I should get going.
As you say.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. You're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask.
It's hard to explain. Maybe. Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the... Back then, I would have obeyed his... I was too blind. Fear of a rising young I returned a hero from the battle. It never occurred to him that I had...
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the cool...
Tekote knew I'd be forced to forsake the clan. I'd never be allowed to challenge his... After our victory, said it would be selfish. Even though he knew perfectly well it was exile. So I became...
I'm sorry you had...
I'm not. Though it pained me...
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not...
I would not...
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the...
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have...
I need to go.
On your way?
There is some... It's about the land...
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them. Once again, provide plain song with grain. Gaia gave me a set of if we deliver it to the...
That's great.
Maybe. Unless the code is given. Gaia showed me a way around. We need components called machines similar.
You mean Grimhorns?
Yes.
So, then...
If all goes well...
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. A few days ago, I came across a massive bloom of flowers east of the grove. Old Dorica was out there, too. I offered to escort her back to Scalding Spear, but she refused. She's an accomplished soldier, to be sure. But her spear isn't as sharp as it used to be, if you get my meaning.
If I'm out there, I'll keep an eye out for her.
Right. Your loss.
Here I come!
Village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows, maybe they could use your help too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks. chance to rest. Check my gear. This must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Poseidon shouldn't be far. This is where I'd find Poseidon, but the ruins out here are exposed to the elements. A lot of them are buried in the sand. So maybe Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures.
Made it to, well, I might have to shore and wait.
I better check it out. Someone's been through here. Camping gear. Looks like there's...
I almost had him. I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay, well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark I. The Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. The hose to a compressed air capsule.
Hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Partner?
Don't mind him.
what's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland.
Well, all right. Then what if I told spectacular...
I'd say get...
No nonsense. Behold...
Looks like a...
Well, nah, but... These and the ruin... This is my whole...
So these embers project images?
Paintings. Oh, this one. Beckoning all... I must have...
What happened?
Over time. But there are many. If you get...
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here. He was one of the first to lead a... He discovered the ancient city, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glow. Took as many as he could and brought them. He always wanted to come back and get more. What he really wanted to do. One unlike the...
Sounds like what?
He was...
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. Beneath this structure here, we built this elevator. It's quite a contraption.
Right.
At the bottom, painted in dancing. I don't know what that is. But then, waves went through.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Suddenly there was just an end.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything. Barely made it up the elevator as a wave shaken. When I tried the descent in each, but Abaddon's beside himself. I just...
Well, maybe I...
Yeah.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all.
Like...
You're Nora. We stage... Stemmer tells stories. Which Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, which makes the...
How deep is it?
Only if you have gills.
Leave it to the Osserum to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths. I'd say it's apt.
After not, sounds too deep to hold...
Hence.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up...
Alright. Stemmer scout.
I'm on it.
Great.
Got the compressed air capsule. Now, to get all the machine parts.
Probably at least 3 dozen kegs.
Are you...
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close. Then you...
It's going to... So Moreland was down...
The 3 of us.
You?
I can...
Right.
What do you think? And... You want the fine...
So, how does someone like you end up...
I work with more... I saw one of his early shows. Works of flame, light. But the man... You get the idea. Morrison. Plenty of normal show.
And yet...
It was a good one.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? Okay, sure. We
These...
Tales and builds cannons that...
Keeps them enthralled.
Yeah.
And you?
Me? What are those two?
This dream of Moreland...
Is going to get...
Let's say it doesn't.
Then we put on the greatest... We'll have... Moreland will do his stemmer. It's a nice... I'm always...
leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
According to Moreland, the herd should be south of here.